The Sanctuary of Aphrodite is one of the most famous sanctuaries of Greece, being located on the Sacred Way, halfway between Athens and Eleusis, although it is usually not known by foreigners. In this video, we are going to explore the sanctuary in detail, as well as report some news from Eleusis and its renovation works. This is Aventuras a pie de página, and I am Esteban, your guide today. This video is part of the Sacred Way series, where in previous episodes we have explored the complete route, the Eleusis Sanctuary and the Daphne Monastery. We also have made an audio guide so that you can explore the sites at your own pace. The Sanctuary of Aphrodite is located at the foot of Mount Poi-Camino, next to the national road that connects Athens with Eleusis and the Peloponnese. The most striking thing are the numerous votive pits excavated directly into the rock, where the pilgrims left offerings to the goddess of love and fertility. The most frequent offerings were ceramic doves, pomegranates, which was a sacred fruit for ancient Greeks, and models of female genitalia. This area was protected by a precinct, and that in turn connected with a stoa where the pilgrims could spend the night if they needed to. The rest of the complex consisted of the house for the priestesses, altars, and a small temple of which nothing remains, and the archaeologists believe it was used as a treasury to store the most important tributes. Also, there were a couple of buildings with an unidentified use. Indeed, the largest of these buildings, built with polygonal masonry, was reused at a later time as a cemetery. Furthermore, one last striking detail is that the sanctuary has a series of water cisterns and a water well, which gives it a practical aspect to the stop, as it allowed the rehydration of the pilgrims in the middle of the pilgrimage. Also, the archaeological site has a small museum of the Sacred Way, which speaks of the pilgrimage and the mysteries, and shows a few offerings found at this site. This new museum was created as part of the celebrations of Eleusis, European capital of culture. In antiquity, at this point, the sacred road forked. The original ancient way went up and down the mountain and bordered on the east side the two sacred lakes called Rhytai. Nowadays, there is only one lake left, and it is called Kumanduru. The new way was built in the 4th century BC over a swamp, which continued bordering the coast and the western side of the lakes, which is the current layout of the national road. From the ancient sacred road up in the mountain remains only the base of the monolith that marked the border between Athens and Eleusis. And now the bonuses. As part of the same trip, we visited Eleusis and we have good and bad news. As good news, inside the archaeological side, the restoration of the paths near the city walls have been completed. This renovation includes the information signs that explains the different reconstructions of the walls over the centuries. As bad news, the pedestrianization work near the entrance has also been completed, and all the remains found during the excavations have been either destroyed or covered up again, so there are no visible remains left. We had seen the progress of the works, and it seemed that some fragments of wall and a water well were going to be preserved and exposed, but no, a real shame. And finally, watching an excellent documentary about Eleusis called Morning Rock by Philippos Kouchaftis, we found the location of the ancient Western Cemetery, which is incorrectly indicated on public maps. The Western Cemetery is half hidden, but it is easy to access once you know its location, and it contains about a dozen tombs. For those who wish to visit the Sanctuary of Aphrodite, it is open Saturdays and Sundays from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The entrance is free and the site is small and can be seen easily in 10 minutes. It can also be appreciated very well from the outside. To visit the archaeological site of Eleusis, the hours and prices depend on the time of year. From April to August, it is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and has a cost of 10 euros, while during the winter months the opening hours are 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and the entrance cost is 5 euros. Regarding the Western Cemetery, it is free and is open 24 hours a day. If you liked this video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next adventure.